Hi, and welcome to today's talk. It's Monday, the 14th of February 2022. It's Valentine's Day, but this talk has nothing to do with Valentine's. Anyway, the subject of my talk today is the importance of fostering a workplace climate in which staff are encouraged to give honest feedback and their superiors and where their superiors or team leaders actually listen and are open to suggestions for improvement. Your organisation will be better off for it. Hi, I'm Nick Trowbridge and I'm passionate about leadership, and I believe that many or almost all problems in any organisation, whether that be a profit or non-profit organisation, would be or could be avoided or at least mitigated by better leadership. On the 14th of November 1990, a DC-9 32 operating as Alitalia Flight 404, an international flight from Milan in Italy to Zurich in Switzerland, crashed into the forest on the Stadlerberg mountain. It's not a very large mountain, it's 648 meters, I think, in height, on its final approach. All 46 passengers and crew perished. Stadlerberg is actually only 2.7 kilometers away from my home. A Swiss investigation concluded that the crash was caused by a short circuit, which led to the failure of the aircraft's NAV receiver. The malfunction went unnoticed by the crew, who believed they were on the correct flight path until the crash. Swiss authorities also blamed inadequate crew resource management, exemplified when the captain vetoed the first officer's attempted go-around, along with the absence of lighting on Stadlerberg Mountain and a known problem with errors in reading the drum pointing altimeter on the aircraft. So during the approach to runway 14 of Zurich International Airport, the pilot's instrument landing system ILS display gave incorrect values due to a faulty receiver. It falsely indicated the aircraft was about 1,000 feet higher than it actually was, which also prevented the ground proximity warning system, the GPWS, of the first from reading the situation and sounding a warning. So because the altimeter was giving a false reading, the ground proximity warning system didn't work either, or didn't give any give. It was working, it didn't give any alarm because the altimeter was incorrect. The ILS receiver of the first officer was working correctly and displayed the dangerously low approach. Without thoroughly examining which value was correct, the pilot decided to ignore the second device, aborting a go-around maneuver initiated by the first officer. Shortly afterwards, at 11 past 8, 2011 Central European time, the plane struck Stadlerberg Mountain, killing all 40 passengers and 6 crew. A go-around would have saved 46 lives. Now, so CRM in this case is this crew resource management and not customer relationship management, something we all know about, I'm sure, is a set of training procedures for use in environments where human error can have devastating effects. CRM is primarily used for improving aviation safety and focuses on interpersonal communication, leadership, and decision-making in aircraft cockpits. Its founder was David Beatty, a former Royal Air Force and BOSE pilot. So while retaining a command hierarchy, the concept was intended to foster a less authoritarian cockpit culture in which co-pilots are encouraged to question captains if they observe them making mistakes. This is actually very much a cultural thing as well, because there are certain cultures that have more difficulty with this. Accepting that because of the hierarchy that a co-pilot can put into question something decision by the pilot. There was a famous Korean Air cargo flight crash, which was also caused by this. Was caused by this. So anyway, The effects of any poor decisions made in the daily lives of most leaders today are unlikely to be so devastating, but an atmosphere in which you encourage open and honest feedback will produce better results for your organization. So those were my thoughts for the day on leadership. I'm Nick Trowbridge signing off for today, and see you all again tomorrow.